Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cold Outreach Success Stories, where we interview regular business people just like you who've had a lot of success with cold outreach on email and other channels. We go deep into their process with hot tips around messaging, targeting, personalization, so that you can take away some good ideas to implement in your cold outreach starting tomorrow. Today, we have Andrus from Outfunnel. Welcome to the show, Andrus.
Hi, thanks for having me. Hello.
Awesome. So, let's get into it. What do you guys do and how do you guys make money?
So we are a SaaS app which connects sales and marketing data in useful ways. Companies use us to sync their data and then prioritize their leads, and also to get more context about the leads so that they would spend more time, more quality time in with the right leads, and then waste less time with chasing leads that are too cold or that would never close anyway. And how do we make money? We're a software as a service application, so we have monthly fees from $59 per month to several hundreds per month, and we're serving 1,000+ customers around the world.
Awesome. Love to hear it. So, in terms of your customer base, what kind of customers do you work with?
It's mostly companies who have sales and marketing data to connect. So it's companies where there's a sales function and a marketing function. And these tend to be companies who sell something which have complex sales cycles, longer maybe sales cycles. Typical industries are, let's say, professional services or manufacturing, real estate sometimes, things where marketing needs to drive leads and then sales needs multiple touches to close the sale.
Got it. So, complex B2B selling, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you identify them? How do you reach out to them? Do you do some cold outbound?
So cold outbound actually we do that, but we are inbound heavy because what our price points are like it's let's say a typical customer pays just over $100 per month, and doesn't really justify having a sales team and a sales function. So our leads are coming 98%, 99% inbound.
Very interesting. So, let's talk a little bit more about that. So, what's your inbound strategy? Is it mostly SEO? How do you guys view inbound?
We SEO is definitely a big part of it, but the channels that work for us is one, partnerships. These are integration partnerships, the tools we integrate with. Let's say we solve a real problem for PipeDrive users or MailChimp users or ActiveCampaign users. So they have some interest in promoting us. They don't promote third-party apps. They don't have, but they usually have a integrations listing or a marketplace where we can be present and then kind of get attention from the companies that might benefit from us. Then content and SEO, and maybe more broadly, just findability is definitely important. So if companies start to search for how do I connect these two tools, or how do I do lead scoring for PipeDrive CRM, then they would probably come across our content or ads or a place where we are listed as such. Then we do some cold outbound as well, and then we also have a small but growing share of affiliates who drive us leads.
Interesting, very interesting. So, in terms of the inbound process, once an inbound lead comes in, do you have an inbound sales team as well that talks to them, or is it mostly self-serve?
So we are I think you can. I think the modern term is we have a good product-led onboarding funnel. So we've tried to. So first, we did everything manually. Then we started automating how these leads are placed in our pipeline based on usage, and then we started also automating what messaging goes out to them. So in theory, it's a 99% self-service funnel, but then we try to, like when we automized our kind of inbound pipeline, then we try to save time that would be wasted. So we looked at leads who are completely disengaged. They haven't done anything in the app. We know that yes, it maybe make sense to bring. Maybe we can bring some of them back to using the product actively during the trial, but it's a long shot. And on the other extreme, there are also companies that come in and they set up their account super quickly and they get really engaged, really active. Like also, we could talk to them, but it doesn't make sense for us to spend time talking to them because they are up and running already. So it's really the leads in the middle who have maybe done some things but haven't gotten really a good value out of the product. These are the people we want to speak to, and when these are our kind of top focus for proactive outreach, and perhaps a smaller segment down the line also. So companies that have successfully completed a trial, they've added their card details, they've started paying for the service, but they haven't completed the setup. This is also like a segment we want to make sure that we reach out to as soon as possible to make sure that they start getting value out of the product as soon as possible, and then it's the only way to make sure that they will be with us for the long haul.
Got it. Very interesting. So I'm looking at your Ahrefs and seems like you guys have some good traffic coming in from the lead scoring keyword. You guys are, I think, ranked
Yeah.
fourth for lead scoring. How do you guys get there?
I mean, content, it's an art and a science, right? So you need to know you need to do your keyword research, which kind of keywords that have some volume, like not too crazy difficulty and competitors for the same keyword and relevance to what you do. And then it's just about producing quality content and then doing some link building for the keywords that they were where the competition is tougher or where it just makes more sense.
Yeah, because the KD on this is pretty hard. It's like 45. And you guys are doing well. So I'm sure you guys have done a little bit of link building work for this as well.
Yeah, link building, I think so. We've done, I think, all kinds of link building, but I think the ones which the type of link building which is in a way hardest to control, but that has been the most profitable is producing things like unique reporting or unique reports. When you publish these stats, then this tends to start earning links from publications you could never get a link from during just normal outreach efforts. So we have to balance both. We can't afford to do only research and only wait for links to come in, but it does make sense to add this to your link building portfolio if you can afford it.
Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. So you reach out to people who come in who have not done enough. So what do your rough conversion rates look like? Just like visitor, free trial, created account. What is the key metric that you look for to say that hey, this person is probably going to pay us?
So we look at so if it's about data syncing or companies want either to sync data with us or they want to get the data in the right place. So let's say that the company is using a CRM, they want to sync web visits to CRM where salespeople can see what each lead has done on the web. So a good proxy for somebody converting is if they have moved some data, even just one contact data through our system. Once this has happened, we can be pretty sure that we can convert them at like nearly 50% rate. But getting somebody to get to that place is not trivial. The product is not super easy. I mean, we try to keep it as easy as simple as possible, but it's still a complex product because it's kind of marketing data and lead scoring and lead presentation can be complex, or it is a complex topic. And then we haven't had time to build all the integrations which people want to connect. So sometimes people can't get to the kind of aha moment because they just are using tools which we don't integrate with yet.
Yeah. Why do people choose you guys over Zapier? I mean, Zapier is the more general purpose tool. What is it that's missing in their workflow that you guys solve that they don't?
So Zapier is a great tool, and we use API ourselves. It's an easy way to sync to connect tools. But I would liken it to duct tape. So you can tape two things together and they stick together. But it's good for simple use cases, but it's hard for complex use cases. So let's say you want to capture lead and capture their source, capture where they came from, and then sync to several places, start the workflow. Then Zapier sometimes doesn't cater to that, or if you need to kind of sync a whole database from A to B, then you can't also use Zapier for that. So we are a specialist in the sales and marketing industries, and I think for sales and marketing use cases, we are like the easier option. But of course, Zapier is more universal. With Zapier, you can connect anything in a light way. We let you only connect sales and marketing use cases, but do them in a kind of way that's deeper and easier at the same time.
Interesting. Awesome. So on to my final question. So in terms of outbound, are you guys looking at actively starting to do more outbound, or do you guys want to go deeper into inbound?
So we do. So inbound kind of works for us, and outbound is something we want to add on top, and we've kind of had some success with it. I think where we've seen a good amount of success is using outbound to get new affiliates, because that's a high value deal where it also makes sense to then have a good follow-up process and make sure you have good demos. If you're selling something which companies pay $60 or $100, then you can't afford to be too, like, you have to automate quite a bit. And then if you automate too much, if you have great emails, you get their interest, but then you land them on a webinar or in a self-service funnel, then you kind of create all the excitement, but don't capitalize on it. So we continue experimenting with different audiences, different messages, but we haven't cracked the nut yet. So work in progress.
Interesting. When you talk about affiliates, how do you identify good potential affiliates? Like, what are their characteristics?
Yeah, we've found that the companies that work best for us is companies that are proven partners of tools we integrate with. So whether they are PipeDrive shops, like PipeDrive consulting partners or implementation partners, or HubSpot or MailChimp. So they tend to also be good affiliates for us. So, and it's relatively easy to find them on the internet. There's directories of people who do PipeDrive consulting or HubSpot implementation. So we start there.
Very interesting. All right. So those are all the questions I have. Thanks a lot, Andrus.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you for your good questions.
So that's all the time we have, folks. I really enjoyed the episode. I hope you did too. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, whatever you can to spread the word out about cold outreach success stories so more people can enjoy and learn from the show. All right. That's all, folks. Bye-bye.